What up, YouTube? Welcome back to Biz Fondue. So today we're gonna finally talk about Hyrecar stock and how it's doing. I'm invested. I'm gonna tell you where I bought it, and I'm gonna suggest to you whether you should get in or not. And I'm not a financial advisor, but I understand finances. And this is their. Okay, let's just get into it right here. This is the NASDAQ. That's where the market they are traded in. And this is their August 2020 release investor relations information. So as you can look right here, these are key company metrics, right? So this company seems to be doing very good so far. Their stock is doing well. They're raising a lot of money. And they are doing very, very well. So we're going to go to the next page and look at the connecting drivers to all gig opportunities. So Hyrecar takes drivers and owners of cars and connects them and allows the drivers to drive for Uber, as you can see, Lyft, Postmate, and as well as Amazon Flex, TaskRabbit, Turo, GetAround. The list goes on, right? So Hyrecar actually has such a large TAM, total addressable market, unlike just Uber, unlike just Turo. There's such a single market that they can't really, they limit their growth opportunity. Hyrecar allows anyone to rent their car and drive for any of these TNC markets, package delivery market, food delivery, task, leisure rental. So all these different markets that they have. So this is why I think Hyrecar has great potential for growth. So large total addressable market, right? TAM. So it looks like there's a $1.2 trillion US transportation market. So that's the total transportation market. And Hyrecar, they're saying that $6.5 billion of Hyrecar US ride-sharing delivery rental TAM by 2029. So by 2029, it looks like $6.5 billion was going to be the total addressable market for Hyrecar. So as you can see, because people are able to just rent their car, and as time goes by, more and more cars will be added and drivers will always be available, that Hyrecar is going to get even a larger portion of the market as time goes by. So as you can see on the graph, Lyft, as you can see on the Goldman Sachs, Lyft, Uber, it shows that Goldman Sachs research expects 13% year-over-year revenue growth in ride sharing through 2030. And as Lyft has 1.5 million drivers in the US and Canada, and Uber is estimated to be 2 million drivers. Uber and Lyft are adding 50,000 drivers a month, but many don't have qualified cars. So this is the problem, right? So Uber is growing. Uber, as you can see, and Lyft are adding 50,000 drivers a month. So if some of these drivers don't have cars, and some of the drivers can't enter the market because they don't have a car that qualifies, then Hyrecar is actually in a good niche market to provide the cars for the people so that they can drive for Uber and Lyft. And this is a great opportunity for Hyrecar. And as you can see on this page, it's showing you the cost comparison between Hertz, Flex, and Hyrecar. As you can see under Hyrecar, right, it says that available markets, all 50 states, right? All 50 states allow Hyrecar. If you look at Hertz, there's 16 cities only that allow Hertz, and Flex bought by Lyft. Flex Drive is bought by Lyft. So rental, length, and age requirement. So the minimum age, so length and age requirements. So for Hyrecar, the minimum 1 day rental, you have to be 21 years old. For Hertz, the minimum is the 7 day rental, and you have to be 25. And Amazon Flex Drive is a minimum of 7 days rent, and you have to be 25. So Hyrecar actually has a bigger share. Kids and the younger people that can actually get those cars that they can't afford. So Hyrecar has allowed people that are up to 21, while other like Hertz and Flex Drive is 25. So Hyrecar is actually going to have even more market share of that. Service limitation, right? None. Hertz, Lyft, and Uber. And then Lyft only for Flex Drive. So Hyrecar allows people to drive their car in any market for anything. People can rent it to drive around after they just landed in airports, or drive around to drive for Uber or any purposes. While Hertz and all this, they only allow for Lyft and Uber, or Lyft only. They're so restricted. Drivers and renters are restricted in what they can do with the car they're renting. So deposits, Hyrecar requires 0, Hertz requires $200, and Flex requires $250. And again, this is a good thing for Hyrecar. Average weekly rates, right? Owner sets pricing. So if you own a car on Hyrecar, you set the price you want. And then so $200 per week. And then Hertz is $240 per week, plus up to 10 to 30 cents per mile. And as you can see, Flex Drive is $209 per week, about and disqualified from express pay and driving bonuses. So if you look at the all-in cost, Hyrecar is $311, Hertz is $375, and Flex is $390. And this is great for renters, because now this is great for Hyrecar as well. Now renters can go to if they look at the markets and try to rent a car, they're gonna see that Hyrecar is gonna be a lot cheaper for them at the end of the day, and so they're gonna go with Hyrecar, and they're gonna say no to these other companies that are gonna charge them higher. Now let's look at the leadership, right? Experienced management team and the board of Hyrecar. As you can see, the people, the guys and girls that work, the ladies and gentlemen that work with Hyrecar have really good experience in the banks and car manufacturers, as well as cars.com. So management team, the CEO has worked at Morgan Stanley. CFO has worked, Chief Financial Officer has worked at Chase. COO, he worked at Yelp. Strategic Partnership has worked with Ford. The board of directors, you have JP Morgan experienced workers, again Morgan Stanley, and you have the CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, who worked with Cars.com, and we have Auto Technology, who's worked at Tesla. So this is a good diverse group of people that have had different experiences in different places, like Yelp. That's good to have on here. Ford, Tesla, Cars.com, Morgan Stanley. These are all really good, well-experienced people to have on the board. I would like to see some of the board to have prior experience in a large corporation, so they can lead this kind of company. So let's look at this 3-sided revenue model, right? So national average daily rental rates, right? Right now the national average is $36. The drivers pay $360, and daily insurance fee is $13. So daily gross billing paid by driver is $52 on Hyrecar. So if you're gonna rent a car on average, let's say a car is $36, you're gonna take that car for $52.60. And how much does daily average net does Hyrecar get? Well, Hyrecar, the car owner fee is $750. Hyrecar driver fee is $360, and insurance fee of $13. So as you daily average revenue for Hyrecar is going to be $24 on the $52 rental. So if you were to do that for months, a $24 average net revenue times 33 monthly rental days. So there are 33 monthly rental days. How many cars are rented during the month? You get 2 million monthly net revenue. So Hyrecar is making $2 million in a month renting their car out. And that is good growth for a starting company, right? What's 12 times 2, right? What's 12 times 2? That's $24 million a year of growth, right? This is good for the company. Net revenue margin up 45 to 47 per year, and this is good. This company is growing. You like to see big growth from a company like Hyrecar. Growing rental days after rebounding. So as you can see that since 2016, from 2016 to 2019, 4-year compound average growth rate is 60%. So this company is growing really, really fast, right? 4-year compound average is 60%. You can't complain. That is a great growth because they're taking a market and people are noticing them and renting cars from them, and that is really good. Right now, as you can see, financial highlights, the revenue, CAGR, compound average growth rate is 70% for the last 2 years. They're growing very fast. As you can see, Q2 of 2020, 230 rental days and net revenue of $5.6 million in second quarter of 2020. And service mix balance for both delivery and ride sharing driving with driving within Q2. Q3 2020 net revenue estimated at $6.2 to $6.5 million. So as you can see, there's large growth expectation from this company. It looks like they have huge 7.2 million cash on hand at Q2 of 2020, and $700,000 from prior quarter, which is Q1 of 2020. So this company is growing really well. It looks like they don't have too much debt on their hand, and just amazing. I'm excited. I've invested in them, and that was just a quick look at the Hyrecar's financials. Now I want to quickly look at Hyrecar's the company's growth, right? I mean, that was their financials. Let's look at their stock. How is their stock doing, right? Because Hyrecar is growing quick, but what about their stock? Is their stock performing? So then for the past year, Hyrecar has gone up 716%. 716%. That is huge. That's a big growth for this company. Let's look at the 6 months. They have gone 189.75%, and that is really good growth for Hyrecar. And this is the kind of growth you want to see for a company that is just starting off. And this is really good. Let's look at the past month. 10% growth. This is around the past month is when I started investing in the company. I bought the shares around here at $10.60. Around here, I've had really good growth. I've sold about 10% growth so far. I've bought call options on the company, and my call option has been doing very well, over at least 15% growth just in a month. I'm expecting high growth. I'm expecting to see the company do really well in the coming years. As you look right here, revenue, estimated growth for 2021, at the end of 2021, Their revenue has supposed to grow, as you can see, $44.5 million. As you can see, end of 2020, they're at 25 million. They're almost 2x their revenue year over year. And for 2022, they're estimated to do $78 million. How about that? So this company is expected to grow very quickly in the coming years. And here, as you go down, and I want to quickly show you guys the company's gross profit margin, right? So gross profit margin is 32.78. This is really good, right? Revenue, as you growth in revenue, 59% year over year. This is really good. Revenue growth for the past 3 years, 98.54%. The last 3 years, they have grown their revenue so fast, compounding average growth rate at 98.54%. That is really good. If we go down and look at the gross profit margin again, it's 32.78. That is really good. They're able to take 32 cents to the dollar as gross profit, and that's really good. And let's look at how they were doing compared to S&P 500. The S&P did 46% for the past year. Hyrecar did 716%. That is just ridiculous. That is not normal. S&P for 6 months ago did 20%. Hyrecar does 189%, almost 190% for the past 6 months. The past 3 months, that you can see, Hyrecar did 44.51%. S&P did 7.35%. So this is crazy. The company is growing very fast. Obviously, it's a young company, and because it's so young, it has to grow really fast. It has to show growth potential. Otherwise, it's not worth investing in. And Hyrecar so far is doing very well. As you can see, institutions are holding 34.8%. That is good. We want to see that. We want to see institutions investing, just because those companies do such a good research on Hyrecar and a lot of investments, and they have good confidence to invest in that. And we want to see that number to continuously grow. Hedge funds are holding 6%, and individual insiders are holding 11%, and public and other are at 47%. And so this is Hyrecar. I hope this video helped. I hope that you're able to understand Hyrecar a little bit more. The stock is at $12.68. The Hyrecar stock, and I think it's gonna keep growing. So my estimated growth for end of this year, I could see this company hitting close to $19 to $20 a share easily at this growth rate. I will make a video showing how have performed at the end of the year. But I hope this video helped. I hope you understand Hyrecar and what they do. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be releasing videos like these more about just understanding Hyrecar, but not only Hyrecar, but other companies that I think are so interesting and have potential. So if you have any questions about Hyrecar, if you think this was a good investment, or if you're looking to get in, or if you have any questions, or if you got in Hyrecar at a lower price, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know when you got in. And I think I would love to know that. I would love to know that if other people's point of view on Hyrecar and what they think the company is gonna do. I appreciate you joining me today. And hopefully that I will see you joining me another day. Until then, you have a great day.